Hello, everybody. I am going to speak today with one of my clients who's extremely excited right now, Jacqueline Omlor, who is an executive coach. And she's an extraordinary executive coach because she changes everything for people and even their spiritual life. And she's a rock star. And we're here today because, well, welcome, Jacqueline, first of all.
Thank you so much, Jeanne.
Okay,
Yes, you're right. I am excited.
As you can see, Jacqueline is a happy camper today because, well, can I just say what happened? Jacqueline left me a message on text yesterday, and then she called me and she was jumping around the house, like yelling. And she told me she got her first client ever at $13,500. And we actually both cried. I cried on the call yesterday because I'm so excited. Okay, Jacqueline, first of all, congratulations. So Jacqueline,
Thank you.
how long have you been in my program right now?
You know, I've been with you all of 3 weeks. And
Okay, 3 weeks. Today. And
Today.
Jacqueline, this was your first call ever, right?
Yes. It all sounded a bit overwhelming when we started. So I thought, okay, I'll start by doing the nitty gritty. Change my profile, started taking people off my LinkedIn because LinkedIn is my medium. I got frustrated with that sometimes. And then finally got somebody who wanted to talk to me.
3 weeks, but I mean, that's not so long to close a $13,500 client on your first call, right?
You know, we had a triage call where she told me all about herself, and then we had the sales call yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. You know?
Wow.
I still have to pinch myself, actually.
Me too. This is the thing, folks. When I met Jacqueline and she signed up, she said, I just want you to change my life. I'm a waste. I'm being wasted because I know I could be changing people's lives. And I thought, that's it. I'm going to help this woman. I said to you, remember I said,
yes,
that's it.
Yes.
My mission is I'm going to help you because you need to help a lot of people.
And that's my calling, is to help people. And the money is really nice to have, but it's not my driving force. Mm-hmm. And you saw that right away. Mm-hmm. And so I'm thrilled to work with this person because I know we can achieve great things and change her whole outlook on life and her position in this company, you know.
But tell us a little bit about what you do, but also what's extraordinary is that she's paying for this herself. The company's not paying. I mean, that's for executive coaching. Sometimes they say, oh, I'm going to ask my company, but she just said yes. Okay, so why don't you tell people a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm a coach, but I work with a system that I call Know Your Blueprint, which is an analysis of our archetypes. We all operate with several archetypes. And when we understand what they are, all their qualities, whether they're perceived as good or bad, doesn't matter, they're all valuable. Mm-hmm. And once we know how those little buggers that they are sometimes work together or work against each other, we can then work with them so that they work together. Mm-hmm. And when we need, say, for example, if I'm a CEO archetype, but I need to find some compassion for somebody, then we'll call on another archetype that we have, because the CEOs are very go-getters and A-type personalities. Once we understand how we are put together, mm-hmm. our life changes and we get to know who we truly are. And I think that is what is so important.
Yes, so who we truly are. And I'm just grinning from ear to ear. I'm about to cry again. I'm so happy for you. And when you tell me, how you're going to help this person, I'm just, je suis émue, as we say in French. Okay. So now, Jacqueline,
I've worked with, if I may, I've worked with several coaches and paid a lot of money. Those people told me, well, LinkedIn and we'll get you clients through LinkedIn. And for 2 years.
Oh.
And what is the result? 6,000 connections, but 0 return.
Wow.
And so when we talked, you remember I told you about this, and I was a bit, yeah, maybe another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see who you are. And so I immediately trusted you, and good job I did.
I'm about to cry. I literally am about to cry now. I love you. Um, no, you saw when I said I'm going to help you, and that's my mission.
Yes,
You went,
yes.
well, thank you. I said, because you need to help more people, because you've
Yeah.
been doing this far too long, like years, and you've never had a high ticket client or had your own big client before. So I'm so happy. All right.
Yeah, me too, because
Yeah.
I've always relied on coaching companies,
Yes.
you know.
They pay you a pittance that
They
you're
pay very little, yeah.
now. Can you tell them how this happened?
Well, I've been very diligent in attending various calls, seminars, if you like,
Of mine,
and
right? Yes.
yours, and some of your coaches,
Mhm.
and some things were very clear. Uh, my clients need me more than I need them. I thought, oh yeah, I never thought of that.
Mhm.
Also, you are very positive and encouraging, and I thought, yeah, somebody believes in me. How nice, you know.
Oh, of course.
And but also the mindset coaching, there's some little gems in there in all those calls.
Mm.
And so yeah, and so I think the last sales call, I asked, which template to use, and you told me, and I followed that template. Exactly followed that template.
Wow.
And so she said, yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, because I want to da, 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 da. And I said, okay, are you
Wow.
worth it? She said, yes.
Oh my God. Okay, so you were doing what I'm saying about you being worth it.
Mhm.
By the way, folks, she's talking about I have certain templates for calls that I don't actually suggest people follow word for word, but you did and it worked. Okay, so
Well, I didn't word for word, but
you customized it. Okay, which is
Yeah.
great because I'm kind of like an anti-script person, but you need an anchor, right? So you use one of my anchor scripts. Okay.
Especially at the
Fantastic.
beginning,
Yeah.
And then at the end of the call, I thought that wasn't so difficult.
No.
Although before the call, I was sort of a bit, nervous and excited. My first sales call,
You closed it. I mean, you signed it. I don't use the word close. Okay, but you said something happened yesterday because of something I wrote, and you said, "That's it." Remember? You said, "I saw your post about you being worth it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You
Yes,
said,
I did say something.
yeah, you said I was just about to get on the cell call. And I
Yes,
saw your post in the group that said you are worth it, and you thought I am worth it. You said,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Yes. That was quite a long post you had. And I thought, yeah, yes. Okay, let me go and get it.
Go get it. Okay,
Yeah.
and you did go
And
get
that's
it. Okay.
how you encourage people. It's fantastic. Also, I'd like to say that these groups and comments that we make on each other's posts,
Mhm.
I find that very nice, very helpful. It makes me feel part of something exciting.
Yes, that's why I created that.
Nice.
I created it because I'm big about solidarity, community, and
Mm.
cross encouragement, and also that
Yes.
people are engaged with each other in my program.
And we can learn from each other.
That's exactly. Exactly. Okay. Well, and now what's going on now? What have you got lined up now with the business?
Well, I've got several more calls lined up.
Okay.
One more today,
Okay.
and next week.
Mhm.
All in all, I have 3 for now, but I just saw that there are more responses on LinkedIn, so
Oh.
I'm going to go and get some more calls.
Uh-huh.
And and I'd like to, for this coming month, I'd like to close at least 2,
Okay.
and then we'll,
Right. So
avalanche type.
so 2 for you. You're going to be at over 30K. You're going to be at
Yeah.
40K. You're going to be at 40K in the second,
Well,
in the 4th week of
Between 30 and 40, yeah.
right, something like that. So if you do that this week, you will be at 40K in the 4th week
Well,
of work.
this month, not this week.
Right. Oh, this month. Okay. Well, this,
Yeah.
oh, it's a new
So
month.
that's not bad for,
Okay.
you know,
So that means you might be at 40K.
going from zero.
Right, 0 to already 13.5. So you might be at 30 or 40K the second month of working with me, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I see this coming.
I mean, I just can't, you know, it's like, oh, really?
It was like you'd won a lottery. You called me Jeanne. I was so excited. Okay, so look, folks, look at her. Okay, so yeah, can't fake that. All right, so what's your goal then further than the month? Where do you want to build this to now? As far as
Do you know, I think the sky's the limit. And I've been pondering this, and I thought, you know, I don't want to work more. I want to work clever.
Right. Yes.
So the next step will be to get myself organized a bit differently.
Yes.
And then maybe my prices will go up.
Right. And then we'll get you help. We will get you help. Yeah. You don't want to do. Yeah. You want to enjoy it. So we're going to give you,
because you know what I do is one-on-one. So I so many hours a day.
Exactly.
Right?
So what's next for you is we're going to help you build a team. That's the next step. Okay.
Well, let's walk before we run. Right?
Well, you're pretty much running right away from 0 to running. Okay, what would you like to tell people about working with me and my team?
I think you're the greatest. I love working with you guys, with all of you. And you know, Sam, who has now a very posh new title.
He's my client success director. Yes.
Yes. He has really been very, very helpful in keeping me accountable. And for me, that is extremely important because, you know, I start something and then I want to go out in my garden and then, you know, whereas when I have somebody who's keeping me accountable, I go, okay, I'm going to show him.
Better do this. He'll be after me. Okay, so that's just talking about our client success director who actually works with each person every single day to keep them accountable. And that's why we're getting a lot of results. I mean, it's part of it is that we are really every day checking in.
And also, he has been really kind and helpful, you know, in showing me how to use the LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and so kind.
Right. No, because
and everybody, all of you on your team are also kind. Really nice.
Well, you know,
really nice. For me, that's important, you know.
It's important.
Kindness.
Yeah. Very important. And I picked
and this is something that often gets overlooked, I find, you know, kindness. And it makes all the difference in life.
It does. And actually, I choose my people because they're good and they're kind. Because it's huge. I think it's really important people have a warm experience. Of course, I can be a bit of a bulldog sometimes, but it's not out of meanness.
But Jeanne, you're running a business. You have to sometimes be a bulldog, you know? I mean, you have to be assertive. Be a bulldog? No, I'd be assertive. And you know, men usually call us bossy. I've always been called bossy. And my answer has always been, well, how can I be a boss if I'm not bossy?
There you go. How can we be a boss if we're not bossy? Okay. So Jacqueline, this has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm thrilled to tears. Do you have anything at the last, anything parting to tell the people about the program?
Well, about your program?
Yes.
It's very much your responsibility to do your work. Which at first for me was, but once I got into it, I think it's very multi-layered. It's very complex in many ways and very interesting too.
But yet very simple. The way you got that client was very simple.
Well, that's the beauty of it. It's complex, but it's simple. It's full of layers, but in fact, it's very simple. And that's the way I see life should be.
So what would you say to coaches and service providers about my program? Should they do it?
It'd be stupid not to, excuse me. It's really worth the investment. It's so worth the investment. And the investment, not only in money, but also in time, you know, because you create a new network of friends too. And hey, you can be really successful
Right.
in an organic way without spending money on ads.
Mm,
That is really fantastic.
right.
That's really fantastic.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I
No,
say.
you created something really.
Oh, thank you. Well,
It's true.
I think so too. And I'm making it better every day, by the way. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
No, and that's also beautiful, because you come in at one point and there's more and there's more and there's more. Beautiful. And
great.
for people all over the world.
Exactly. And that's my thing. I'm very cosmopolitan and international.
Yeah.
Okay. And I love working with people from all over the world. Actually, I feel like my program is almost like the United Nations in there sometimes. Yes. Right. Um,
Yeah.
Jacqueline, thank you for taking the time because I know you're on fire now, but I thought we ought to talk about this soon. God bless
Thank
you.
you. Thank
You're
you so much for your support, and thank you for the interview.
Yes, and huge success moving forward. Okay. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
turning up. Thank you for turning up. And I hope you people enjoyed this little glimpse into my program. Okay. Have a great day, Jacqueline.
Bye.
Bye-bye.